Hello again, and welcome back to the AI-MCP Agent Use Case Series. I'm George Snyder, one of the developers of the platform. Today we're building a small team of agents that work together on something every property manager deals with constantly. A tenant reports a problem, and you need to figure out what kind of job it is, how urgent it is, and get the right vendor rolling, without a person having to triage every single ticket by hand. The first member of the team is the triage agent. When a tenant reports something, a leak, a broken heater, a jammed door, its job is to figure out exactly what kind of work it is and how urgent. Notice it's connected to your dispatch system over MCP, the open standard for giving an agent real tools. You can see the tool it uses classify the issue. It takes the tenant's own words, runs them through that tool, and comes back with a clear service category and a priority, so nothing gets mislabeled or sits in a queue when it's actually an emergency. Here's the second member of the team, the vendor dispatcher. Once the triage agent has classified the problem, this specialist takes over and actually assigns the work. Its instructions are strict. Always use the tool, never make up a dispatch number. It shares the same dispatch system, and it uses the dispatch vendor tool to assign the right field service vendor for the category and the address, then reports back the real dispatch ID, the vendor's name, and the estimated arrival time. And it notes that a follow-up would confirm the job was completed. Two agents. One decides what's needed, one makes it happen. Now let's see how they work as a team. This is the multi-agent flow designer. Read left to right. The flow starts, hands the tenant's report to the triage agent, which classifies it, and then passes that to the dispatcher, which assigns the vendor, and finishes. Each box is one of the agents we just looked at. And notice the building blocks in the palette. You can branch on a condition or fan work out and back. So a maintenance workflow can be as simple or as sophisticated as your properties require, all without writing code. The magic is in the handoff. When we click the triage agent, we can see it produces a structured output, the classified issue, with its category, priority, and the tenant's address. And when we click the dispatcher, it declares that same classification as its input. That's the contract between them. The triage agent decides what the job is and packages it up, and the dispatcher receives exactly that with nothing lost in translation. The platform passes it from one specialist to the next automatically. Let's run the whole team on a real report. A tenant at 12 Oak Lane, Unit 3B, reports a water leak under the kitchen sink dripping onto the floor. Watch the flow work. The triage agent runs the tenant's words through its classify tool and comes back with the category and priority. Then it hands off, and the dispatcher uses its tool to assign the right vendor for that address, reporting the actual dispatch ID, the vendor's name, and when they'll arrive. Each agent's real response streams in order, and the chat history shows the exact cost of the whole run. A maintenance request triaged and dispatched in seconds. With the team tested, it's time to put it to work. Saving the Flow publishes it with a single agent code, and the whole two-agent team can be delivered wherever tenants reach out. The first way is an embeddable chat window on your resident portal. A tenant with a leak at 2 in the morning can describe the problem in their own words, and behind that one chat box, both agents spring into action. The triage agent classifies it, the dispatcher assigns a vendor, and the tenant gets a real confirmation with a vendor and an arrival window on the spot. No phone tag, no waiting for the office to open. Property teams also have managers taking calls and messages, so the second way is Chat Assist, our live agent co-pilot. Here a property manager is handling an inbound maintenance request. When the tenant describes the leak, the manager hands it to the assistant, which runs this very same two-agent team, classifying the issue and dispatching the vendor, tools and all, and drafts the reply. The manager reviews it, adds a reassuring personal word, and sends it. The agents do the routing and dispatch. The human keeps the relationship. And there's a third way for a tenant to reach this team, the phone. Because these are AI-MCP agents, the same triage and dispatch duo can connect to a standards-based SIP telephony provider and answer real calls, so a tenant could simply phone in a problem, have it classified, and get a vendor dispatched by voice. It's all managed here in Telephony Setup: phone numbers, call history, and diagnostics. One team across the web, live chat, and the phone. And that's a maintenance triage team. Two specialized agents, one to classify the tenant's problem, one to dispatch the right vendor, each with the precise tools it needs over MCP, passing a clean, structured handoff between them, and delivered as a self-service portal chat or a live agent co-pilot, all designed on one canvas without a line of code. This is where multi-agent really shines, a constant, repetitive job broken into focused steps, done reliably day and night. Thanks for watching. I'm George Snyder, and I'll see you at the next AI-MCP multi-agent deep dive.